What is up, guys? How's it going tonight? Welcome back to another KameTrick live stream. I'm your host, Ben, and it is a long time coming. Guys, we have had a rough couple of weeks. So 3 weeks ago, there was a big storm. It knocked out electricity in my area, and for 2 whole weeks, I had no power. I was literally living off of, fortunately, a gas water heater and a propane stove, and that was also what we were using to heat the house. And then, for a week after that, we had electricity back, but we had no internet, which was rougher than I thought it would be. After going without power for 2 weeks, I thought getting that back would be great, but pretty quickly I realized I couldn't connect with everybody like I usually do, and it was driving me up the wall, to be honest. So we've come back on our sort of redemption arc from my forced YouTube break with a pretty big week. Right off the bat, an upload that I finished on my home computer and then uploaded after hours at work with my work connection, our WDT 2020 Pro Style like FD spec Corvette, and then we did a test live stream just cruising on Usui Pass on the Toge. That was grip stuff in the KameTrick Toge Challenge car, because we have that tomorrow. It's going to be at 12 p.m. Central Time. We bumped the time up a little bit compared to the last one. That live stream is public. It's posted in the Discord. Go to the upcoming live streams channel to see it. And then, of course, my buddy John DM1010, a fellow content creator here on YouTube, put together a little edit for me, which we released on my channel today, just showing some of the highlight moments from various Toge challenges of the past. Mount Akagi, Mount Akina, Fujimi Kaido, Irohazaka, Mount Miyogi, and then tomorrow is the finale for Season 1 of the KameTrick Toge Challenge, and that is at Usui. So look forward to that. Unfortunately, I haven't had a lot of time to practice, so there will be a little slicing and dicing of the corners and probably of the car as well, but it's going to be a good time, so I hope I'll see you there as well. Today, though, we are here to drift. Shout out to chat real quick. Who all have we got? We got Neff, Koenigsegg, Jack the Mindmaster, Not Gene ZA. What is up, y'all? Good to see you. Silent Blitz, Luke, good to see you guys. Welcome back. Jason Curry, how's it going? Yeah, come on in. Everything you need to know to join is posted in the Discord chat. You guys know what to do when new folks discover the channel and they come in. Make sure you let them know that they need to do the steps. They need to join the crew and where to go, what channel, KT announcements to get that password. And don't forget to hit like. Let's get rolling. Quick shout out to my recent subscribers in the past 24 hours here. We've got Anthony, we've got Josh, Andre, Andreas, Taya or T, Hytham, we've got Roman, we have Crazy, Alex, TF, Jerome the Giant, Cordell Customs, Driven Wall 469, Alex Greedy, Jacob Merritt, Dakebab, or Dakebab, Strawbelly YouTube, Darth Mong, Tobias Andreasen, Your Bud, TGAG 2008, and Speed. Thank you guys for sending it and joining the KameTrick community. We are happy to have you. Finn, I've been using the DWG cars for a little over a month, probably 2 months. So we've got a mix. 92 Talon, the Discord is linked in the description of this and every video that I upload. So just go down to the video description, you can get the info. Remington, welcome back. It's good to see you, my friend. 2 servers up tonight, so that is a quick update as well. We have server number 1, which used to be hosted in the UK. It has been moved to a US hosted server, specifically for my friends in Australia. I got feedback that I miscalculated a little bit on my initial setup and that the ping from the UK server was just unacceptable. So, effective immediately moving forward, server number 1 has been transitioned to a top priority dedicated US-based server. Server 2 is still a UK server, and that way as well when I do EU bashes, which I will do periodically. I'm going to have one at the end of this month and probably at least one in December, sometime between the Christmas and New Year's holidays. We'll see how it goes. that will be hosted on the UK server so that you guys in the UK get the best connection and the best experience that I can possibly deliver to you. I'm going to take a quick look at our track for YouTube. Actually, no, I'm going to intro the video for the YouTube cut. So we'll do that here in just a second. All right, going to get this intro rolling, and then we're going to do some driving. FE Mods, good to see you. Russianese, what is up? Benzim, how are you? Danes 500 as well. Drift Dad is back in the house, that's right. Alright, let's get some YouTube intros going for the cut that'll come out eventually. What's up guys, I'm Ben and this is KameTrick. It's the channel that bridges the gap between drifting in the simulator and drifting in real life. As you can see, that is my real life drift car and I've been driving it for 10-15 years, pretty long time. All the footage that you're seeing right now are clips from my YouTube channel when I am drifting in real life. I've been making content around that for about the past 3 years. So if you want to see some more of that, check out my video library. I have a playlist of IRL drifting content. But today we are here to drift in Assetto Corsa. We're getting tandems with the community and we are starting at Bihoku Highlands. This is a real life drift track based in Japan. It's a place I've not driven at personally. I used to live in Japan. I speak Japanese not fluently but decently. So I am interested in driving here in real life at some point should the opportunity come up. As you can see, Bihoku is 2 tracks. You've got on the sort of upper left a large track and it is higher speed, and then in the sort of upper right there is actually a short course as well, and the short course is kind of where my heart lies. It's just a nice technical track, it's very fun, and we're going to attack both of those tracks with the community here today. If you guys want to get involved, I live stream every Friday from 9 p.m. Central Time until midnight here on YouTube and on twitch.tv/KameTrick. So check it out, join the Discord, linked down in the description, and let's roll. Bam, that YouTube game though, oof. It just rolls off the tongue, folks. This is what you call a cut in the edit. This part's not going to be in there. Alright. What are we up to, chat? Am I going to be at any local upcoming events? The only upcoming event that I'm aware of that's local is next, well, it's tomorrow, and I'm doing another live stream tomorrow, so I probably won't. And I don't think we have any more local events for the rest of the year, so I'm not 100% sure. 360s will be had, absolutely. Martin, new to sim drifting and got a Logitech G920 and shifter. What do I think about the G920 wheel and shifter? And let's get lights on here, let's hit the road. So the Logitech products, all of them across the board, are gear drive units. That means the motor that powers them is driven by a, well, the wheel is driven by a motor that's connected via gears. And for whatever reason, gear drive motors are not particularly powerful. So what you find is kind of weak force feedback and kind of weak steering feel. So it is my opinion that that is kind of a problem when it comes to drifting. A bigger problem for drifters than it actually is for... Alright, I do have to adjust one of my cameras. I always forget to do that. I actually remembered really quick. We'll continue on with our discussion here while I keep my lower right camera from being all blown out. I always forget that. I gotta put a sticky note on my monitor here. Go back to video chat for just a bit. So yeah, gear drive wheels are not ideal for drifting. Obviously they're the most affordable, so they are what a lot of people have. But the fact of the matter is they are not capable of self-steering the way a real car's wheel needs to, and that means you're going to have a tougher time drifting than you would actually have to. The shifter, I haven't used their gated shifter, so I don't have a whole lot of opinion about that. But in a nutshell, you got to run what you can afford, you got to run what you got. It's better than nothing, so don't be discouraged. Just make the best of it. Ways that you can make the best of it are, there we go, basically get a LUT, and we have tutorials on that in the Discord. There we go, all set. And yeah, get yourself a LUT and then figure it out. Practice, throw the wheel. I have a how to drift without spinning out video that you may have already seen that'll sort of tell you what you need to do. 360s, we can do that for sure. One at Hallett, we don't drift at Hallett, so I don't usually make it out there. My drift car is not adequate for running at Hallett because drift cars can run on stock brakes. When you're sliding sideways, the car loses so much speed off throttle that you don't really need to upgrade your brakes for drifting. But A, Hallett won't let you drift, and B, if I were to grip race on Hallett, I would overheat the stock brakes and like 1 or 2 turns go flying off the track and ruin the car. So that's not what you're trying to do. Robot abuse, warming up, and then come chase, very cool. Parcheesi G29, thinking I should get a T300. It is worth it. T300 is totally adequate. It's a belt drive wheel. It should counter steer or self steer just like mine. I've certainly seen other YouTubers do it. Joseph Diaz, you probably can't see the first server because it is full, and I bet your filters say if it's full, hide it from view. Or because it's password protected, or because you lack the content. Just the usual stuff. Watch my video on how to find drift servers, and it will teach you all that. Alright, we're gonna roll. It is time. Just gonna do a quick lap. Alright, so we're gonna start out by checking out the long course here at Bahoku. One of the challenging sections is this back straight here, where I shift up to third. Then you have to kill a little bit of speed, come around to the outside. We're full throttle here. My car just doesn't quite have what it takes to make it around. We'll throw the 360. Not the cleanest, but it was my literal first lap tonight, so we'll take it. And up to third again on that transition. Now you can also foot brake and come down to second, although you're going to struggle for gearing in a lot of the cars. If you do throw in really fast, you're going to need to use some foot brake, otherwise you'll wash onto the outside, which I did a little bit. Those cones are actually not hittable, so you can cut through them if you're trying to catch up for tandem. Another option is to left foot brake here. That's going to slow the car down, it's going to give it more angle. And then you can stay in third that way without having to come off throttle, keeping the car spooled. That's pretty much all there is to the gist of attacking this course. Now we're going to use my little secret move here and try to get some tandems, or we'll just spin the car out. Joseph, you still can't find the first server. It's probably because your filters have you set to not show servers that are full, and the first server is probably already full. It fills up in about 45 seconds. That said, you may be able to ask in the Discord for people to help you troubleshoot your issue. You may find some folks willing to do that for you. I would love to help, but I am basically at work at this point, making content, so I can do stuff that's entertaining to watch on stream, but troubleshooting people's inability to get into server is I'm sympathetic, but it's not something I can fix while I am live. So hopefully the community can help you out, or the nice folks in our Discord. Alright, let's find some people to tandem with. that's a bad time. Always gotta watch your track map. These servers get so packed that it's actually pretty difficult to enter the track. Alright, here's a chance. Okay, so let's do some tandems here on the big track. We're gonna come out, follow Rootkit in this 180SX. I'm just gonna e-brake in behind them because I'm trying to catch up. Unlucky this evening. Not having a real e-brake sometimes slows down my reactions. Creates a little bit of problem for me. Well, I'll find somebody that I can chase eventually, and we'll just keep cutting this on the edit until we can actually show it. Alright, here comes our opportunity to go. See if we can get some tandems. We've got a big train leaving the station here, right out of pit lane. Looks like we'll have to reinitiate. The train did not have enough speed for my car to stay sideways at the power level that these WDT Street cars make. They don't make the most. We are driving behind 500 in one of the big four doors. Making all manner of adjustments. Because like I said, these cars do kind of struggle to link this track if you don't do things in a way that maintains almost all your speed. Timing our transition carefully up to third, and hopefully this time we'll be able to stick it all together. Looks like we were able to. Now we'll see how fast 500's car is. Not too bad. We're kind of getting into a rhythm. 500 throwing too hard of a transition, unfortunately. Getting out of sorts. Oh, there's a bonk. Alright, so we're going to come around again. Run a tire down the entire side of the car. Left foot brake a little bit there to give him room to transition. And then everybody's going to mess up and slow down too much again, leaving me with nowhere to go except to completely bail. Let's change it up and try something different here. I personally feel like you need full boost and possibly a little bit of luck in order to make it around that back corner. It's such a fast turn. But normally if you stay full, if you stay full throttle, it can be done. I do it when I lead all the time. Running that back tire all across. The curbing, that was going to be a really good run. It's alright, it happens. Julian, I'm in the S13 Coupe, the red one, without a livery. I forgot that not everybody has driver names able to be displayed. Just gonna grip this so that I make up a little bit of ground. Strange design or strange driving choice. Chase car was not prepared for me to have to make a correction for that lead car and took me out. This is a terrible place to rejoin track. We'll just come back here and follow the crew again. We're gonna follow Reeves, or try to. What's up, Smiggles? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Just waiting on folks to actually start driving. We'll see how that goes. Reeves in the S14. Gonna kick it in with a feint, and somebody who is completely not paying any attention or respecting the other drivers in the servers is gonna pull out without a track map on and kill us all. So, thank you for that. Eventually, I'm gonna put in the effort to learn how to moderate this server, and I'm going to kick people for the night who pull out in front of a train more than once. It's easy to not do that. It's very easy. I get that we're sim drifting and we're not going to hurt the cars, but in drifting of all kinds, there are some things that are just a matter of respect that you just don't do, and or you shouldn't do. Tandem with somebody who doesn't know you're going to tandem with them, for example. Just jump in on some total rando. Generally, it's not nice to do that if you can avoid it. Certainly crashing into a group of people who have the right of way because you couldn't be bothered or just weren't educated on how to pay attention and use the map to prevent it. Stuff like that. Stuff that we don't do to people. It's just not nice. It's just not nice. Alright, who are we chasing now? It's a 180. Whew, slow in the transition, so that we won't have enough speed to link this back section. And that's that. Okay. So, as is frequently the case, we are figuring it out as we go here. We can chase John. He'll know what to do. He knows how to check his track map. Look at that. He waited. There's a few more people coming. This is how you do it, folks. It's very simple. There, that wasn't so hard. We were able to enter track safely. Everything is marvelous. That is the one thing that I expect of folks who are going to come shred with us in the server. You don't even have to be good, but don't kill the trains coming out of the pits especially. we'll drop that rant. I feel like I've adequately expressed that for this stream. Ainsley, I am not going to be providing tech support for hardware during the stream, sorry. Privyet, thank you for checking out the stream. Alright, we're gonna do a lap with Misfits. Or try to, as we both go way off course and mess our lines up. I'm gonna cut the whole track. So that we can get started. Up to third we go. Give him a little tap right away, first turn. Around we go, up to third. I transitioned weird and have crashed the car. Josh Tobin and Tom Ward, thank you for sending it, hitting that clutch kick and joining the community. I'm sorry I cannot read Russian. I also can't speak it, but I do thank you for checking out the stream. I hope that you enjoy it. And if anybody does happen to speak Russian, feel free to hang out with our viewer here. It's nice to have people from all over the world checking out the stream, hanging out with us. You call it the KameTrick World Drift Friends. Excellent job on the teleport to pits there. All right, we're coming up behind driver Hummer Power, and I'm not prepared to enter that slowly, so I didn't slow down. We transitioned and entered way too late because of the speed difference. Terrible idea, my fault. Alright, so next up, hey, it's Gorapolo! One of our regulars. In the Skyline, possibly not by choice, we'll see. He probably knows how to do the transition. Yes, he does. Unfortunately, I dropped a tire, so we're going on a little off-course excursion. We'll use that track map trick, wait for an opening right here, and away we go. Using all of the track, coming out here again on throttle, upshift on transition, makes it plenty easy to come around and link this section of the track. The 360 was a little too early. That's all that we have for the front track. I don't find it as enjoyable to drive. A lot of people can't even drive it in the first place in these cars. It's a little challenging. We're going to go to the short track. Trevor, just search KameTrick. Make sure your filters for full servers, password protected servers, and servers that are lacking mods or that you lack mods for are off. Hey, greetings from Argentina. Thank you for checking out the channel. Couldn't get to 180. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Card Rider, I actually remember. You're one of the folks whose YouTube name and Assetto names I do have stuck into my memory banks at this point. Shu with the sub, and Luis Otero as well. Thank you guys for checking it out. Trevor, I'm in server number 1, so it's impossible for it to not exist, man. That's all I can say. We have 24 people in it, it's full, we're having a great time. Ask in the Discord, not on my live chat, because I cannot help you. Dylan, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Misfits. Yeah, man, 500 is not in the FC. It is different. We're going to go to the short track now. Or attempt to. Gotta fight through the somewhat large crowd that we have. So that was the long course. It's a challenging track for these cars. A lot of folks need to learn how to be the most efficient in order to link some of the fast sections of the track. And if you're not quite there as far as carrying a ton of speed and being able to use shallow angles efficiently, you may find that it's just not a very doable layout. But fortunately, Bihoku does have the small short track as well, which we're going to check out right now. The short track is basically second gear all the way. As you can see, there's a pretty severe speed difference. We're basically at a stop here compared to the front track, as I call it, or the big track. And this is where I have done some of my how to drift tutorial videos. You can go up to third here if you want, or you can leave it in second. You do need to be prepared with the clutch kick charged up in a few spots in order to make it around this track. Here's a section where you do need to use a decent amount of speed, and then I will use foot brake to control the car's speed, and then e-brake to control its angle. I kind of do the same here. You do have to get the car slowed down. You got to charge up a pretty big clutch kick there, bigger than I charged up that time I just about stumbled the car. And that is the gist for this track. We'll come in and throw a quick 360 for good time's sake. Get a little door tap at the end, and that is our short track. So with that said, let us find some tandem opportunities out here. We'll go ahead and complete this lap. And then we will wait for some people to follow. And a nice little tip for the short track on Bihoku is that you can pull over to this side area, and if you have VR or triple monitors, or if you just have good settings for like neck effects or real head motion, which turns the camera like so when you turn the wheel, shifting your view basically, you can actually look and watch for people coming down the hill, and then you can jump into tandem with them. Although in this case John is waiting for a lead run, so we'll just hop right in. Passed by player. Probably the most popular username choice in all of gaming history. Player 1 and player 2. Alright, we're finally caught back up to John. Let's see what we can do. Usually the cars stack up pretty aggressively here, so I'm going to get on the brakes a little early. And looks like everybody angle stalled out. Just going to hang out here and wait for my opportunity to get back in. Jalen Williams, thank you for sending it. Welcome to the crew. How are we doing on views? 157 watching. I will take it. Welcome. It is tandem time here at KameTrick. We do this every Friday, and I'm just waiting for a couple folks to come around that I can follow. We're going to pick up this, well, I was going to pick up the R32. That's not happening. So I'm going to pull it down here so that I can pick up somebody to tandem with. Just going to wait for someone I want to chase to come around the bend here. Gonna fight for the FC. Koenigsegg, what is up? Good to see you. Alright, we're gonna chase Turbo and FV mods. Some of our newer regulars, I guess we could say, who are quickly gonna become regulars. Basically already have at this point, to be honest. Starting off with proximity on that first turn. Maybe a little too much proximity. It is left foot brake city today. I must be on new tires compared to these two. I did not hit turbo, so that feels good. But it is definitely a challenge to keep things shipped up. I'm gonna have to change my gearing if I'm gonna run at these kind of speeds, because we're almost full stopped here. Heavy on that left foot brake to try and keep a little bit of room. I'm getting bonked again. I'm usually known for drifting pretty quick. That was a pretty solid hit, my fault. So I don't think that the crew was ready for that deceleration that was needed. We're gonna go back to the 180 gearing for that track instead of the OS Geiken. Oh my goodness. Dane, so why aren't you competing? I don't really do comps. I just enjoy Matsuri tandems and hangouts. That is the whole point of this live stream, so that's what we're doing. FV tires were dead, no worries, man. It is all good. Alright, let's see if we can make it through the pits here. Looks like it. We'll get lined up for a couple of more runs. Just waiting on a car to follow. We'll try this one. And it's our buddy 500. And the stream curse got him. So if you all are new here and you don't know, there's a curse that when I'm live streaming, as soon as I pull out into the chase position behind somebody, they tend to wipe or mess up. And that's what we had. Here is, I think it's Morbid in a Laurel. And he decided he wasn't going to be about that lead run life. I can do a lead run. I can show you guys how effortless this can look. Run out to the tire wall here. On throttle over the hill. Foot brake in the transition with e-brake to help the car rotate around. We're going to use all the track. Go out to the edge. Off throttle transition. Oh, it got slightly too close. There's a invisible wall right there on that tire cone. Looks like I didn't manage to damage the suspension, so that's good at least. Alright, we've got Guarapolo and username Bunta in the S15. From Australia, and I'm glad to see an Australian player join us again. received some feedback that my UK-hosted server was not working well for the Aussie crew, so I have changed it for you guys. And I'm glad to see a couple of folks come try it out. This server should be much better for you. Little bonk. I love how they didn't map the big track's tires as being collision objects, and the small track, they're like deadly. Toxic Wave. Should I lower the car feedback in game to 0 or keep it 100? Depends on your wheel. I run mine at around 40 or 50. Some of the popular comps. If you're into pro style stuff, BDC is probably the most popular comp. They have a feeder series as well. Bushido Drift, I think it's called. If you get into the communities, just join a Discord and ask around. It's pretty quick to find. Almost tagged that tire again. I don't know why I'm transitioning quite so tight and early there. But it's just one of those days, I guess. .500 seems to have adapted well. He usually is running FC RX-7s, but it looks like the FC RX-7 is being used by someone who's just sitting still and never actually driving. Another archetype of person that I will be kicking from the server to free up spots for people who actually want to drive if I ever get around to figuring out how to control that. Not that it's hard to figure out, it just takes time, and that's the one thing that I have not a lot of. Sorry to whoever's chasing me. I am in a spot where I can't always put the car in an easy to locate position here. It's sometimes a little too far inside, a little too tight, which will make it tough to follow. Alright, let's get in position here. Maybe we'll give 500 a little tap. Maybe we won't. Oh, player, why do you pull out in front of people? Quit that. Had to do some big adjusting there. Somebody basically pulled out, realized it was not the right time because they failed to use their track map, and then just stopped. Which on the one hand, if you hold still, we can dodge you. Most of us can. But on the other hand, it just made it super weird. Bonk! Door tap. Or thunder tap, rather. Player, you have got to quit doing that shit. That's like 3 laps in a row, buddy. You are going to get ejected like we're playing Among Us. Quit that. Quick break. Quick break. Whew. Let's catch up on chat. Cole, I don't understand the point of what you're saying. Why don't you have a timeout? We got it taken care of. Sorry, chat. Just took me a minute. Actually, let's just make you go away. Bye-bye. No mods? No, I have never needed any mods. Maybe maybe it's getting to where it's the time. Like, we have mods on the Discord. I try to only use as many mods as I need to police the community, and for the most part, we haven't had to do anything. Everybody's pretty rad, pretty cool. Yeah, I've been voting yes. I saw it 2 different times now. Maybe let's see. Let's see what I can do here. Alright, looks like that worked. Gonna take a second. Just look around, see who is doing what. See if we got anybody sitting about. We got Cooler Z in the FC here. You've been sitting here for probably 10 or 15 minutes on track, not like in the middle of the track, but just chilling. I might have to ask you to leave or drive. I'd prefer that you drive. We'd love to have you. But like, just chilling. FV. Why don't you wait on this FC? The DWGFC, we'll see if we can get you in it. Mad Dog, I do think AC is the most realistic game out. The other option worth considering is... Come on, old brain. Live for Speed. Live for Speed is also decent. Oh, Cooler's taking pics. Bummer. Did not know that. It'd be rad if you drove some too. My bad. I was I was thinking he was just sitting there. Because, like, we get a lot of that. We get people that appear to just sit that I don't see posting pics anywhere. My bad, bud. I guess he ended up getting bounced. Sorry about that. But nothing personal. It's a misunderstanding. Alright. Well, are we good? Chat, do we have all the people? Are things a little bit nicer? Let me know. Oh, FV is back in the RX-7, so there's that, I suppose. Alright, we're gonna drive a little bit more. We're just taking a quick break. I said I'd have to figure out how to mod my server. It took like 2 seconds. So now, if need be, we can do that. Tiny track. All right. Nice dodge. So dynamic. Mad Max, I have no idea why, but it's hiding like all of your comments, so I'm allowing them because you're just having regular conversation, whatever. Do I have any vids on Live for Speed? I haven't actually made any. I played Live for Speed back in like 2006. Mostly grip racing practice at that point, because I'm into both. However, even though LFS is a really great game, it is pretty inactive. There's only a handful of players in the grand scheme of things. Like, AC is not that active either. But we have a thriving little community here. Oh, little tire whap there. But LFS, its community is great, I'm sure, just like AC, it's a great group, but just not very big. Alright, let's cut a few laps. Gosh, Mad Max, it's still hiding all your comments. Let me see if I can just tell it that it's okay. It can't, but I mean, I'm reading them. Thank you, I'm glad that you like the rig. I have no idea what it is about, maybe it's your username, I don't know. I don't have any special moderator settings as far as like, yeah, I have no idea. You're saying normal stuff that's always in my chat, talking about sim hardware and everything else. It's all good, you just keep on chatting, brother. We'll get it trained. We'll train the algorithm to not be weird. Alright, we were following Rootkit 180SX versus S13, and that was a mistake on my part. I make them. Misjudged how he was going through that turn. He's quick. I got taken out by somebody who I could not identify in a deceleration part of the course where it's normal to slow down. But it happens. Alright, who are we gonna chase? Ouch. Here comes John. Actually got a little too close. John is the Laurel fan. The OG Laurel driver here on the channel. Getting a little too overzealous with the angle there. Bonk. Yep, I kind of knew that was going to happen. That's that gnarly section of tire wall that's quite literally a tire wall. Thought I was going to tag the white tire wall there. John kind of overcooked it, put it into the grass. I e-braked for as long as I could. It's not long enough. So we'll do a few lead runs here, a few lead laps. Because why not? Oh, not enough clutch kick. Still not enough clutch kick. There we go. And soon we'll be having track change. We have probably around 25 minutes. So if you're just tuning in, you've got some time to enjoy the drifting here at Bihoku Highlands. And if you've been watching for a minute, soon we'll be going to our second server. Rocking and rolling, cutting some easy laps. Using all the track. Keeping it nice and wide for everybody chasing. We'll run out to the edge here. Along the wall there. All the way around the outside. Although that time I got on the brakes a little too early for a change. But you get the idea. Let's be wild and throw a 360 despite the fact that we got somebody chasing us. What could possibly go wrong? I'm gonna get to the back of this train so that I have been leading. And the stream curse immediately breaks up that train a little bit. It's alright. Ooh, it's in full effect. It's even getting me. We'll wait for these cars to go by. Misfits has got the right idea. I'm just going to pull back down here and wait for our opportunity to rejoin. Max, what wheel did I have for my first rig? I had a Driving Force Pro, I think. JDM Drifter. Oh man, it's all good. Sorry, I missed it. Difficult to have chat up at the same time as I'm driving with the current setup. I'll fix that soon-ish. My favorite car is probably the FD RX-7. Simplistic. I am not sure what that was about. If you want to ask in the Discord, some folks later, probably not right now because folks are driving, but some folks will probably be able to reply with something. I don't know. It's the nature of online stuff, though, man. Sometimes it happens. Assuming that you haven't been pulling out in front of other folks on that are doing tandems. That's like the one thing that I'm pretty happy to boot people out from. And even then, it's just like, it's not even a ban. It's just, I will make you give up your spot to somebody else, and because of the way that the servers work, you may or may not get your spot back until next Friday. But that was not me, so I have no comment. Buntu gets hit with the stream curse. Gonna pull back out, chase rootkit. And I overcooked it. Sometimes I have a difficult time slowing down and matching other drivers on that section. Just kind of depends on how they do it. Wow, that was terrible. Just gonna go Lake Jardiere where you can see racing. Fair enough, bud. Oh, Justin, I don't know what to tell you. Like I said, it wasn't me. If you can get back in, we'd be happy to have you. I have a pretty solid community that doesn't just boot people for the heck of it, so you probably just got unlucky. It happens. It happens to me all the time. Here comes Turbo and 500. The proximity, though. Okay, we're just going to do an e-brake entry behind the guys, because it's obviously getting crazy. Yeah, the 8.6 is slow in real life too. They're quick in the turns, but they're not fast cars. That's just fact. Yeah, Justin, it's fine. I don't think anybody's gonna remember next week. It's all good. I think I can pull off the no clutch, no handbrake again on this map. Yeah, I can do that. Doing that in tandem would be a pain in the butt, but if I'm just out here, I should be able to do it right now. So there's a few hard sections. This is one, because you have to get like that on throttle early enough that you don't bog down the car. Yeah, there's one other section that'll be a little bit challenging. Otherwise, essentially, if we time everything properly, we shouldn't need clutch or handbrake. This will be a little hard, because I usually, yeah, see, without a clutch kick, I can't get the car back up to any amount of speed. So that is hard to do. As is this, but it's not quite as long of a off-throttle period as that other one. And I suppose I could use left foot brake. It's not really my preference, but we'll see if a little left foot brake will make that happen any differently. I prefer to be able to do it without left foot braking either. Well, we've screwed up our line, so we're kind of hosed. Technically that's a pass, so I suppose there's that. But it's even harder to do without being allowed to foot brake either. Well, without being allowed to left foot brake. Yeah, I'm super weird to chase right now since I decided to accept the challenge. Let's just see if I can do it without using anything. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. So yeah, basically, if you time your transition and your line appropriately, then you don't even need to left foot brake and you can make it work. And like, I'm actually taking a kind of okay line through here too, despite not having the correctional tool that is the e-brake. Essentially what I'm doing is just trying to throw the car sideways right there to the point that it's going to be too much. Alright, well, as you can see, I can do it. Not something I'm trying to spend a whole lot of laps doing. Stream schedule is every Friday. It is linked in my Discord under upcoming live streams and KT announcements. But we do this every Friday on YouTube from 9 p.m. Central Time until 10:30, and then on Twitch from 10:30 till midnight. So we're moving to Twitch here fairly soon. Hisoka, I did not tandem with the Red FC a whole lot. What type of LS do I have in my 13? It is a 2002 5.7 all aluminum Camaro motor. There's a Red FC. Oh, that's Alex. Yeah, I'll wait for Alex to go around. I'll try to follow Alex. It'll take just a moment. Alright, Red FC is about halfway around. I can't see it very well because there's a bunch of people who are right up next to me, so I'm going to back up so that I can see what's going on. And we should have a Red FC coming up. It's Alex. What is up, Alex? Been waiting for this gentleman to come out and shred. Here he is. Of course, the FC always sounds good. more speed there than is necessary, which then puts you in a bad spot for your next two transitions, and that's why you're too tight there. That was just late. Honest mistake, happens to everybody. Not terrible. Room to learn the track, obviously, but not terrible. Track swap is at 10:30, which is in about 14 minutes. We're going to be switching over to a real-life drift track in Florida, USA, Emerald Coast Speedway, aka the Clutch Kickers track, where they're doing the $100,000 championship. 10 rounds with a $10,000 purse for first place for each round, for a total of $100,000 in prize money over the course of this year. I'm excited for that sort of series. Oh, somebody had their nose stuck out a little too far. Hi. I know, it's hard. The cars just spawn. I kind of wish the folks that would make maps would make the cars not spawn in the middle. Like, they could have used all this space that's just sitting here. Nobody's driving through it. But it's all good. Quite a crew. Psycho-Ease, what is up? I can finally drift on a wheel. How many horsepower should I try? And Seamus, Ebisu is in the rotation, but not the rotation for tonight. I have about a 20 or 30 map rotation. And we run Minami. Just not prepared to go that slow. Let's follow Gustavo. Sorry, I keep bumping you. With the backies straight away. And off course straight away. Alright, well, maybe I'll follow you some other time. Catch up to Turbo R here in a few turns. He actually carries a decent amount of speed through that section, so I'll remember that next time. Biffed it. Alright, let's carry that decent amount of speed through here. There we go, much nicer. That's the way I'd like to drive it. Oh man, I catch that tire wall every now and then too. I'm just gonna bail. Get a fresh start. Han returns, what is up? Welcome. Oh, Mad Max, I forgot to say thank you for the sub. Ian Solano as well. Jalen, I think we got you, but thank you guys again for the subs. As far as how much horsepower for Psycho-Ease, I mean, 300 is fine. I generally don't feel that you need more than about 300, 350. Let's try following EF Cynical in the 350Z. Oh. Scream Cursed. Okay, we will try that some other time. Man, the Stream Curse is hopping tonight. Julian with the humor. Han does indeed return. Oh my goodness. Tristan Gaming, what is up? It's going well. How are you today? Hope that you are having a good time. Just gonna catch a chase run. Looks like we're gonna be chasing JDM Drifter for as many turns as they can keep together on track here. See how it goes. Pretty ugly right now. I don't know if it's just an unlucky lap or what. Wow. That would be going the incorrect direction entirely. All right, we'll try this again. In our remaining 8 minutes, there goes a nice train. Not a nicely organized train, but a nice train. Solid tandems turbo R here. He kind of bogged it there. Beating it up a little bit. A little much. Sorry, bud. Got a little bit too into it. And another gnarly wipeout. That turn is challenging to drive solo, but when you get in the tandem, you really have to be creative and equipped well to control your car's speed. The hardest thing about tandem, once you get to where you can kind of do it, that's my fault, is the fact that you have to figure out how to slow the car down way more than you would have to in solo runs. So that, you know, the general progression is you start drifting as a solo driver and you get to where you can link a track and it builds your confidence. And then you get to where you can link it really well. And it's kind of effortless, you're just on autopilot. Somewhere in that vicinity is the point where you go, okay, now I'm going to try to tandem. So, I mean, you at least need to be able to link the track 8 out of 10 times, 7 out of 10 times. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you got to be able to keep the car in drift, not go off track real bad. Because if you do, like, if you can't do it more consistently, you're just asking for trouble. When you go to tandem, you're going to bend your car around somebody else's. And they won't appreciate that, let alone what it'll do to your car. So then what people end up having to deal with is the fact that when you're chasing, like I'm the third car back here. No, I'm the fourth car back. I can't math. In any case, when you're chasing, there's going to be a lot of changes from what your solo run looks like. So as good as you are at your solo run and as confident as you may be, thinking like, okay, I can tandem on this track. Like, you need to learn the skills to slow your car down and still keep it drifting. Like, any range of speeds. Because the farther back you are in a tandem train, the weirder stuff gets, and you're going to find that you're on the brakes like super early. You're trying to make the car crawl around and not wipe out. in turns like this that are a long decel zone, you find the guys who, like, they can keep some proximity in tandem. Well, I didn't expect them to go that slow. That was all my fault. I'm sorry. You can find the guys that can keep proximity in tandem, but they don't understand how to drive their car slow in drift yet. And what ends up happening is those are the guys that, like, just bomb out of nowhere into you because all they know how to do is tandem at the speed that they normally drive. And they either, like, just get caught off guard really easily, or, you know, it's hard when you're heavy on the brakes and trying to keep the car sideways. It's easy for the car to whip in the opposite direction. You see a lot of people on this turn, like, actually hit me from the other direction. So we'll get turned around. See, it's a right-hand turn, right? And what you'll have happen, you'll be coming up to this right-hand turn like this, and if you're, like, shallow angle, heavy on the foot brake, trying to keep the car sideways, sometimes you'll have folks, the car, like, high sides, and they balance it wrong and it goes the other way. And so you'll see, like, we've got a train pulling in this way and somebody just dives into the total wrong direction. It's because they are still learning, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Don't be embarrassed, you know. Like, everybody's on a learning journey in their drifting. But the folks that are having that problem happen, it's because they're still learning how to control their speed and their angle and balance the car in weird ways that if you're solo driving, you don't have to know how to do. So it's just interesting kind of seeing the different, like, failure modes and what people struggle with. And that's one of the challenging parts. Like, if we watch this turn for a minute, we'll probably be able to see it. Folks coming around, not going deep enough before the transition, which puts you into the inside curbing. Here come the FCs. Lead car did it perfect. That was great. But if you don't get far enough down, like you see, it comes around. There's this little side road that pops out. If you don't get far enough down and transition around that side road, you're gonna have a really hard time hanging the car out around the outside. So you see the people that are transitioning, like, they're coming out to the side road and then they're transitioning mid-track and going out to, I'll aim us at it. They're coming out to, like, oops, too much. This little curbing. Well, there we go. The guys that are able to hook the car and transition right at this curbing here are the ones who are putting their cars roughly in the right spot. So, like, 500, textbook right there, and the 180, it's exactly what you need to do. But when you got folks who are ending up on kind of a difficult line, you'll find that you can't really do that. Out nice and wide, going, transitioning as late as possible. Cynical was on point. Got a little bit too over-rotated, but that's how you do that. That's the right line for that section. So that's kind of a hard part of this track, and it's a fun thing to try to explain. Hopefully that helps. The voice chat freaks out when I follow them. Yeah, at some point I'll get into my voice chat. 8.6 has no brakes. That sucks. It's not very fast, so at least it doesn't need too many brakes. I'm glad that I can help a little bit. Pass tandems, I can try to pass some folks, but that'll have to be on the Twitch stream actually. A regular track is next. No, this is a real track in Japan. We're now going to a real track in the States. I'm on the KameTrick server. You need to join our Discord, located in the description, to get the server name information and server join passwords. And we have reached 10:30. So at this point, we are going to make our transition. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit like if you want to, subscribe if you want to see more of this content, because I am posting live streaming every week and edited videos every week as well. And we've got that marvelous Discord community where you can come hang out. Next up is twitch.tv/KameTrick, where we are switching to the Clutch Kickers ADC Drifter's Paradise track. Heck, Heck, I don't even remember how to type URLs these days. I'm going to drop the URL for the Twitch stream into the chat, just so you guys know where to find me. But bam, that is where we will be in probably about 5 minutes. So, I'll see you there. We're going to jump out of this track. I'm going to update the track information. The password will be changed, and it'll be posted in KT announcements about the time that the Twitch stream starts. So be patient for that. We will see you soon. Thank you guys for being a part of the KameTrick World Drift Friends community. We'll see you next week, or hopefully on Twitch in about 5. Peace.